everybody. This is Vince Miller. Thank you so much for joining me for our devotional. Today we're in Acts chapter 5, verses 12 through 16, which read this way. Now many signs and wonders were regularly done among the people by the hands of the apostles, and they were all together in Solomon's Portico. None of the rest dared join them, but the people held them in high esteem. And more than ever, believers were added to the Lord, multitudes of both men and women, so that they even carried out the sick into the streets and laid hands on them on cots and mats, that as Peter came by, at least his shadow might fall on some of them. The people also gathered from the towns around Jerusalem, bringing the sick and those afflicted with unclean spirits, and they were all healed. Now, a lot is happening in the lives of these early believers, and get this, the group keeps growing literally by the thousands. In addition, they've got nowhere to meet. So notice where they're meeting. They are gathering on the temple grounds in a place called Solomon's Portico, or porch. It was an open gathering area located on the eastern side of the temple's courts. And this was a place that Jews came to worship and pray and bring offerings on a regular basis. Now, this was called Solomon's Portico or porch because the original temple, known as Solomon's Temple, by the way, had a beautiful double column area that was impressive in its design. Now, please remember, Solomon's Temple was destroyed in 586 BC. Yet some of the footings from this area remained. So when Herod completed the rebuild of the temple in 10 BC, known as Herod's Temple, they reconstructed this portico area on some of the original footings of Solomon's Temple. So for Jewish people, this area of the temple had a special historical significance to them. It would be much like maybe the Western Wall or Wailing Wall still does today. Therefore, Jews continued to congregate there. But notice that something new was happening in this old place. It was a fresh movement of God. A temple is being built of a new form. It's not a temple constructed by the human hands of Herod. It's not one built on the corruption of high priests like Annas and Caiaphas. Rather, it's a temple being built by God. And it's led by a new high priest, Jesus Christ. And the Holy Spirit was actually leading the way. And I think this is evidence that God can build something new where something old ceases to exist. So, if you feel useless or broken or destroyed or beaten or worn down by time and challenges and even your own sin, or if today you're feeling sick and afflicted by the demons of your past, hear this. The same Spirit that worked in these people can do a new work in you right now. The Holy Spirit is excited to make what is old in you brand new. Right now, where you are, God can move again. He cannot be contained by a temple made with human hands. But God can live in a temple made by His hands, and the temple He made is you. He designed you and created you, and His Spirit was made to dwell in you. And today, you can invite this Spirit to live in your life. God can make you new right now. All you have to do is surrender all you are to all of Him. Let Him be Lord of your life and let Him redeem you. And from here, He will build something new where something old ceases to exist. And if you're ready, all you need to do is just say these words right now. God, I'm ready to leave my old life behind. I'm ready to live all in for you. Please fill me with your Holy Spirit and do a new work in me today. Well, I pray that you've enjoyed this devotional in our time. If you have, share it with someone you know. Hit that subscribe button. And I'll see you right back here again tomorrow.